Good evening, I'm Sarah Chitrakar and these are the headlines of the hour. Family of Bhutan Sonu Sunar, who was serving in the Russian army, grieving his death. Government fails to repatriate Nepali nationals from armies in the war-torn country. More than 1.6 million Nepali nationals leave the country in a year, with 808,000 seeking foreign employment. More than 28 billion rupees exits in 5 months for higher studies abroad. Taiwan to elect a new president and parliament under the shadow of an increasingly assertive China, which has called the vote a choice between peace and war. And the 6th edition of the Prime Minister Cup Men's Cricket Tournament to kick off from tomorrow. 3 matches scheduled on the first day. The family of Kal Bahadur Sunar of Kathebari, Bhutan is in grief. His eldest son, Somesh Sunar alias Sonu, who had gone to Qatar 2 years ago seeking employment opportunities, has been killed in the Russia-Ukraine war. Our correspondent from Bhutan, Samachar Bikram GC, has reached his home to take stock of the situation. Somesh Sunar, who had reached Qatar seeking employment opportunity, had joined the Russian army 2 months ago. He had informed his family that he had good employment opportunity in Russia and had been recruited in the Russian army. His family had urged him not to go to Russia, which is in the middle of a war against Ukraine. However, Somesh went out of contact from 9th of December following repeated calls from his family members not to join the army. He had told them that he would go on a war mission after 2 months of training. His family had made appeals with the concerned government entity to rescue him. However, the news of Sonu's death was given to them earlier this week. Another Nepali national, also in the Russian army, had informed about the unfortunate incident and that he too had been injured. Somesh had taken 450,000 rupees from his family to give it to the middleman, saying he would get a job in a European country. Furthermore, Sonu's younger brother, who is in India for employment, had also sent him 100,000 rupees. Somesh had reached Russia through human traffickers. 3 members of Sunar's family were in foreign countries for employment. Sonu's father, Kal Bahadur, and his younger brother, Anuj, had been working in India, while 30-year-old Sonu had reached Qatar for employment 2 years ago. The trend of Nepali youths being lured to be recruited in the Russian army has been witnessed in recent time. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, 12 Nepali youths have been killed in Russia-Ukraine war so far. The Department of Immigration's data of a period of 1 year show that the number of Nepali nationals going to foreign countries on visits is similar to those going abroad seeking better education and employment opportunities. Those going for foreign visits usually return home. In the meantime, around 71,000 people migrate to foreign countries annually. According to the data by the Department of Immigration, the highest number of Nepali nationals go abroad seeking employment opportunities. 1,603,000 Nepali nationals had left the country last year, out of which 808,000 had gone abroad seeking employment opportunities. Majority of youths go to the United Arab Emirates, Qatar and Malaysia, among other countries, as migrant workers. Likewise, those going on foreign visits for various reasons have been increasing in recent time. More than 200,000 people left the country last year to visit foreign countries and on religious trip, while 167,000 had gone to meet their family members. 112,007 had acquired the no objection letter in the year 2023, while 167,485 went abroad for higher education. Data show that Nepalese had visited 222 countries and regions last year. 1,795 Nepalese had reached war-torn Russia, while 95 had gone to Ukraine. Likewise, the department has said that more than 70,000 people have permanently migrated to other countries. The trend of youths leaving the country seeking opportunities abroad amid government's failure to intensify development works has become a matter of concern. Amounts exiting the country for higher studies in foreign countries have started to double every year. 28.81 billion rupees has exited the country in the first 5 months of the last Nepali fiscal year 2079, whereas the amount has increased of 47.48 billion rupees during the same period last year. According to the statistics of the Ministry of Education, Nepali students go to 30 countries for higher studies. During the first 5 months of the Nepali year 2080, 66,164 students received the no objection letter, the permission needed to go abroad for higher studies. The country's foreign currency reserve is currently 1,767 billion rupees, which is the highest so far. According to experts, the money exiting the country for studies in foreign countries may not have much effect in the country's economy. But the exodus of youths will raise the risk of long-term effect to the nation. In our Public Voice segment, today we have asked in several provinces regarding the need to go for abroad, need to go to abroad for education and employment opportunities. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जति पढेर पनि रोजगार कसैले नपाएको कारणले नि विदेशी नि पर्ने जस्तै लाग्छ मलाई चाहिँ।
यो सबै कुरोको प्रमुख कारण नेपालको राज्य व्यवस्था र राजनीतिक दलै हो।
हाम्रो देशमा चाहिँ तपाईको उद्योग धन्दा कल कारखाना केही पनि छैन। अब पढे लेखेका साथीभाइहरु सबै बेरोजगारी छन्।
रोजगार भइदिएको भए हामीले विदेशी हुने अवस्था थिएन।
पढेको शिक्षा नेपालमा कुनै पनि किसिमको वातावरण नभएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि युवाहरूले यहाँ केही गर्न सकिरहेको छैन।
पढाइको स्तर पनि मैले भेट्दैन। उच्च शिक्षाको लागि त सधैं यस्ता जुन कोर्सहरु मैले खोजिरहेका छौं, जुन रोजिरहेका छौं, त्यो भेट्दैन।
विदेशमा फेरि सबैको सुविधा छ के जुन कि नेपालमा छैन।
शिक्षा प्रद लिइसकेका विद्यार्थीहरूलाई रोजगारी उपलब्ध गराउन नसक्नु नै प्रमुख कारण हो।
जुन हिसाबले पढ्यो सोच्यो त्यो नेपालमा राज्यले व्यवस्थित गर्न नसक्ने कारणले नै विदेश पलायन हुनु परेको बाध्यता जस्तो लाग्छ।
पढाइ मात्रै ठुलो भयो तर त्यसको सदुपयोग हुन सकेन।
राज्यको जुन किसिमको पोलिसी हुन पर्थ्यो शिक्षा र स्वास्थ्यमा त्यो पोलिसी राम्रो नभएको कारणले गर्दा
योग्यता अनुसारको चाहिँ जागिर नेपालमा पाउँदैन। किन भन्दाखेरि पाइहाल्यो भने पनि त्यो पैसाले नेपालीहरूलाई चाहिँ खाना लाउन पुग्दैन र पढाइको न्यु गरेर चाहिँ वैदेशिक रोजगारीमा जानलाई एकदम बाध्य हुन्छ।
नेपालमै के गर्छु भन्नेहरुको लागि पनि लगानी गर्ने वातावरण नभएका कारण
रोजगारीको ग्यारेन्टी नभएका कारणले गर्दाखेरि सुरक्षित भविष्यको खोजीमा चाहिँ धेरै युवाहरू विदेश पलायन भइरहेका छन्।
नेपालको विश्वविद्यालयहरुमा तीव्र राजनीतिकरण हुने भएकाले
शिक्षित युवा युवतीहरुमा विदेश नै गएर सबै कुरा हुन्छ भन्ने एउटा माइन्ड कन्सेप्ट बसेको छ।
राज्यले युवाहरूलाई अथवा त्यो केही गर्छ भन्ने जनशक्तिलाई अहिले राम्रो अवसर प्रदान गर्न सकेको छैन।
Foreign Minister N.P. Saud said that the joint boundary working group comprising representatives from Nepal and India is continuing to do its work to resolve the border disputes between the two countries. Speaking at a press conference held by Nepal Press Union, Dadaldhura today, Minister Saud informed that most border disputes with India have been resolved besides Kalapani, Limpiathura, Lipulek and Susta. However, he did not reveal what type of agreements were reached. Minister Saud claimed that efforts are being made to resolve the Nepal-India border disputes through talks, dialogues and diplomatic initiatives. Foreign Minister Saud also acknowledged that the agreements reached between the two friendly neighbors during the recent visits to Nepal by Indian Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar was important. Minister Saud also informed that the Pancheshwar project has also reached a breakthrough point. The Nepal Electricity Authority (NEA) has resumed power supply of industries that had failed to pay the outstanding amount for using dedicated and trunk lines. The meeting of the Executive Committee of the Nepal Electricity Authority that was chaired by Minister for Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation, Shakti Bahadur Basnet, decided to resume power supply of the industries as per the cabinet decision. The authority had cut the electricity supply of 24 industries. The power supply of Himal Steel, which was among the 24 industries, had been resumed after it started paying the dues in installment. The Executive Committee had directed to resume the power supply of of these industries until a report is submitted by the probe commission formed by the government and a decision is made. Tuesday's meeting of the Council of Ministers had formed a probe commission under the coordination of former Supreme Court Justice Girish Chandra Lal, along with Water Resources and Irrigation Secretary Gopal Sigdel and the Industry Secretary. The meeting had directed the NEA to resume the power supply of the industries until the probe commission makes recommendations. The ministry had corresponded with the NEA yesterday to implement the directive. One candidate out of the 52 candidates that filed their candidacies for the 19th post of the National Assembly has withdrawn their names from his name from the upcoming election. Spokesperson of the Election Commission, Shaligram Sharma Paudel, informed that Rashtriya Prajatantra Party's candidate Niranjan Kumar Thapa from others category in Lumbini province withdrew his name. The Commission had given candidates until 1 p.m. today to withdraw their names. Spokesperson Paudel also informed that the Election Commission will provide election symbols from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. to the 51 candidates from 8 political parties who are participating in the upcoming National Assembly election. National Assembly election is scheduled to take place on 25th of January later this month to elect 19 members of the Assembly. Their tenure will start from 4th of March. The tenure of National Assembly Chairperson Ganesh Timalsina along with 19 other members of the Assembly will expire on 3rd of March. As of our recent update, a passenger bus has plunged into the Rapti River in Tangs Phaluang. The bus number was Bhe1 Kha 3912, which was headed to, which was headed from Nepalganj to Kathmandu. Police are on their way to the incident site. We will be updating about the incident in our further news. Moving on, the Narcotics Control Bureau has arrested 2 individuals for selling marijuana-infused cakes. The Bureau has arrested Shalom Sarda Lepcha Jaisi and Fohamad Fazil, who had been selling marijuana-infused cakes online through an Instagram account named Sweet Berry. It has been revealed that the detainees had rented a house in capital Sanepa for this purpose. Apart from cakes, they had been producing and selling cannabis cookies. The authority has recovered 1 kilogram of marijuana, 1 kilogram of marijuana-infused cake, as well as equipment for baking such items. The products were being sold to students and hostels. According to police investigation, the social media handle through which these items were being sold has 784 followers. Prior to this, Bishan Manandhar had been arrested for selling marijuana-infused cakes through digital platform last Sunday. Police have intensified actions as groups involved in preparing and selling such products targeting students have become active. Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
What's your say on 3-1 University's Faculty of Education not having enough student enrollment? 13% voted for A, indication of lack of teachers, 36% for B, shortage in opportunity, and 51% for C, result of students going for abroad studies. And here's today's question. What should be done to be self-sufficient in rice? The options are A, expand irrigation facilities, B, manage fertilizers and improved seeds, and C, protection of arable land. Voting is on. Type any WS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Time now for international update. Taiwan will go to the polls tomorrow to elect a new president and parliament under the shadow of an increasingly assertive China, which is called the vote, a choice between peace and war. China claims Taiwan as its own territory despite strident objections from the government in Taipei and has never renounced the use of force to bring it under Beijing's control. Its stake in the elections will be the future of Taiwan's fraught ties with its giant neighbor, with both major parties supporting Taiwan's sovereignty but offering different views on the island's relations with China. Vice President Lai Ching-te, the ruling Democratic Progressive Party DDP's presidential candidate, has urged people not to be swayed by China's threats while offering talks with China and pledging not to support, in fact, upset the status quo. Over the past year and a half, China has staged 2 rounds of major war games close to Taiwan, including in August of 2022, firing missiles into waters of the island as Beijing asserts its sovereignty claims over the democratic island. Taiwan's largest opposition party, the Kuomintang, has attacked the DPP as separatist and pledged strong opposition to Taiwan independence while saying they will seek dialogue with China and keep boosting the island's defenses. In 1949, the defeated Republic of China government fled to Taiwan after losing a civil war with Mao Zedong's communists who founded the People's Republic of China. The Republic of China remains Taiwan's formal name. While both major parties say Taiwan is already a sovereign country, they have different views on ties with China.
Sports news.
The 6th edition of the Prime Minister Cup men's cricket tournament, which will be played in one-day format, is scheduled to kick off from tomorrow. The tournament will be played at 3 cricket grounds in the country for the first time. The tournament will also be the first to be played in round robin. 3 matches will be played on the first day of the tournament tomorrow. Bagmati Province will face a Nepal Police Club in the match at the Tribhuvan University Cricket Ground in Kantipur. Likewise, Koshi Province are up against Madhesh Province at the capital's Mulpani ground. The match at Lumbini's Bhairawa Cricket Ground features a clash between Lumbini Province and Gandaki Province. All the 3 matches are scheduled to start at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. The tournament, with the participation of 3 departmental teams and 7 provincial teams, will run for 22 days. Koshi Province has announced a 14-member team under the captaincy of Ankit Subedi. Likewise, Harishankar Shah will lead the Madhesh team. Madhesh's impressive batter Bibek Yadav will now be playing for Tribhuvan Army. Meanwhile, the Bagmati team is participating in the tournament under the captaincy of Rit Gautam. Likewise, Bipin Kadel will with skipper Gandaki Province, while Sushant Singh Thapa will hold the responsibility as the captain of the Lumbini Province team. Team Nepal skipper Rohit Paudel will lead the Armed Police Force team. Manjit Shrestha remains as the captain of Nepal Police Club, while Binod Bhandari will continue as the skipper for Tribhuvan Army Club. Gulshan Jha, Dev Khanal, among other youth cricketers, will not be participating in the Prime Minister Cup men's cricket tournament as they will be playing in the Under-19 World Cup. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.